Alright people, hello again. In the last video I showed you my 60-piece tool set. I also showed you my toolbox that held my wrenches and a couple of other whatnots and who's-its. Today I am going to show you my pride and joy. Say hello to my 2004 Hyundai Santa Fe. I do apologize for the lighting. I do have a light at the end of the phone, so it's going to show you a little bit of thises and that's. So here we are. This is the front end, obviously. Everybody wants to talk about all the good gadgets and stuff they got on it. On the front, I have a bug deflector. You can see it right there. See the bottom of my license plate. I can't really show that because that's personal information. Also the parking pass for where I live. A little bit of a better view of the bug deflector I have. Factory alloy rims, which I really like. But eventually I probably want to get some other kind of alloys. And up here, and as well as on the back door, and this is on both sides, I have wind deflectors. So, and it's a very, man, I love this car. I don't know what else to say about it. Another alloy rim. That's the back tire. Back lights. And in the last video, I tried showing you the Santa Fe logo. There it is right there. Try and get up. Sorry, you saw the license plate. That's personal information. Like I said, sorry for all you non-Cincinnati Bengals fans. I am a Cincinnati fan. I do live in Ohio. Unfortunately, I don't live by Cincinnati anymore. But I still have the stickers. Also, I have a license plate bracket that says Cincinnati. Apologize for everything that's in the back. A couple of kitty floaties from when we went to the park. Move everything over for you so you can get a good glimpse. Hey, remember that? That's my toolbox. Put everything back over here. Behind the toolbox, underneath that floaty, is just a couple of odds and ends that I use to keep the car running correctly. The dark colored jug there is a gallon of antifreeze. There's also a thing of automatic transmission fluid, and there's also another quart of oil that's in there somewhere in the back. Hey, remember that? That's my 60-piece Stanley Toolkit, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me focus in a little bit. That's my 4-way tire iron. Hey, you remember that, don't you? And also, don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. A chair for when I'm sitting down on the beach or when I'm out fishing or something. And a LED brake light, high mount brake light. Love that thing. And not only does the glass open, so does the door. And that's my Bengals license plate bracket. But yeah. Now you saw my license plate. That's alright though. Probably didn't get a good glimpse, but hey. I live by Pittsburgh, but I have Cincinnati stuff. And we go over to the driver's side. Another alloy rim. Very light amount of rust. Let me see if I can focus in on it. There it is right there. Little rust. And that's the only rust that's on there. You can also see a couple of little dents. I got sideswiped in my parking lot. But hey, no really big damage. Still runs and drives excellent. Let's get a look on the interior. Take this little banging knife. Well, I got to put it back in anyway, so there. And I told you it had 188-ish thousand miles. 188, 148. And the gas gauge is reading E, but I know there's gas in it. The floater's a little bit messed up, but hey, that's just the way it goes. But hey, it works fine. Once I put gas in it, that light will go out. And of course the oil light, battery light, check engine light. Let's start it up. All the lights go out except the door. Check engine light is the throttle position sensor, which is not a big deal. Car runs and drives excellent. When I'm on the highway, it goes up to 3,000 RPMs, and that's because of the throttle position sensor, which is not really a big deal right now, but sooner or later I'll have it checked and changed. This thing has a clock, and yes, that clock is correct. It's going on 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm actually at work, so hazards work. It's got a CD player. I actually just turned the radio off so you can hear me. It's got AC, it's got heat, and the AC works wonders. The AC will actually blow you out, so will the heat. And this is what I really love about this vehicle. It has what I like to call the slap shift. So when you put it in gear, that's in drive, you can actually push it over, go down if you want, go up if you want. Whoa. Okay, let's put it in park. That wouldn't have been very fun. Now, we'll go ahead and turn this off. Alright, and we'll get out. My door. And we'll go back around. Well, we'll pop the engine. Pop the hood so you can take a look on the underneath the hood. There we go. Okay, come back around here to the front. And the hood release is right here next to the H symbol. Turn it to the left, driver's side to open it. There we are. And it's a little 4-cylinder engine. Power steering unit, washer unit. That would be the engine coolant reservoir. And here you are, you got the Honda. Dual overhead cam, 16 valve. So, little radiator coolant cap. Gotta check that out. I think my seal might be bad on my coolant reservoir. On my radiator, I should say. I just checked the oil, had to add a little bit to it. 188,000 miles, you'll have some burn off, which I do, and it smokes when it burns it off. It's not a big deal, it's just a very well used engine. And of course, over here you got your relays and fuses. That's what's on the engine. You also have another fuse relay area underneath the dashboard. My battery, of course, it's really, really old. And I don't think the battery's only been changed one time that I know of. And like I said, I bought the car from a car dealership, and they said if I ever have any problems to bring it to them, and I have had issues with it. Last year, after I first got the vehicle, I went through a mud puddle, and one of the belts on it was bad, but both belts ended up breaking on it, and the alternator, which is under here, ended up going bad too. So I had the alternator replaced. I had 2 of the belts replaced. Matter of fact, 2 of the belts I actually had to have replaced twice. And what else did I have? I had a CV shaft that was replaced, and I had something else that was replaced. I can't remember what it was. I think the starter might have been replaced. No, not the starter. But anyway, something else was replaced on it too. I think I had to do a suspension. But the only real issue I have is with the power steering unit. And if I go up a hill or down a hill, it sounds like it's out of fluid, which I think the reason, excuse me, I think the reason because I use ATF fluid for the power steering. And I was told, gonna close the hood, and I was told that if you use automatic transmission fluid in the power steering, so mine uses regular power steering fluid, the clear power steering fluid. But I was told if I have to use automatic transmission fluid for the power steering unit, use it sparingly. And I have nothing but automatic transmission fluid in it. So I'm going to have to do an automatic transmission flush. And I've watched previous videos, and I actually know how to do it. It's just a matter of getting to it so I can get it done. It's no big deal. I can get it done sooner or later. I need to get new tires for it because the tires are all old and getting old and getting bald. So sooner or later I'm going to have to get new tires for it, which is not a big deal, but I can get them done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the car out, back it up to the spot where it's supposed to go to. And I guess you can call this the test drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in it, back it out to my little parking area where I'm supposed to park it at, and I'll take you for a quick ride. And I just love the way it sounds. Turn on the lights, and I got to replace some of the bulbs, especially down here. These lights right here aren't working. These are, but they're not bright, so I'm going to have to replace the lights on this right here, which is not a big deal. So I'm backing it out. Car's in reverse. Just got to be careful backing out so I don't hit nothing. So I'm going to let you focus on the dash for a minute. Okay. Now I'm out of the garage. Nice garage too. Holds some of the company vehicles that I work at. And no, if you want to know, no, I'm not going to film any of the vehicles because that's work. Work vehicles are private. So, we do have a utility truck that's actually pretty decent. I don't know, I might get away with filming that one day, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. And I'm going to back this up. Everything actually works on it electrically, and I can't complain because I love this vehicle. So, anyway, that's pretty much what this vehicle is. Gas light's still on, but it'll go off probably the next time I start it. I believe it's the infloat in, and that's one thing that I actually like about this vehicle. After you turn it off, the windows can still go up and down until you open the door. I don't know if you heard that little click or not, but if you heard the click, that means that the windows can't be operated now. So anyway, go back inside my little office. Alright, and of course now it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so the news is on. Over here for a second. But anyways, that is a tour, very quick tour of my vehicle. And like I said, it's got 188,000 miles. It's a very well used vehicle, and if anything goes wrong with it, I will turn around and I will fix it, as best as I can. But if it's anything engine wise or suspension wise, I have a professional look into it. So, but like I said before, I do the oil changes on it myself, but everything else for the most part right now I have professionally done. But that's my vehicle, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you want to my channel, and I will be open to any questions or comments. I will answer them as best as I can once I receive them. And I will see you for the next video that I do. Until then, take care.